Today, we are going to do a new tier list, but this one's gonna be a little different. This one will be done by you guys. The Civ tier list we're going to do isn't which Civ is good or bad, but which one is the hardest and the easiest to play. So how are we going to do this? We are going to do straw poll votes for each Civ, and you're gonna vote it on 5 levels of difficulty. 1 out of 5 is easy, 2 out of 5 is a little bit harder, right? 5 out of 5, it's hard as fuck. And then we're gonna see the end result. But also, at the same time, I am going to be making my own, right? What I think is the easiest and hardest to play. Then we're gonna compare mine and yours. Let's go with the first one. Whatever you guys vote, that's gonna be put on the tier list. The reason why I wanted to start with this Civ, because I think in general people do feel this way as a collective, that English is one of the easiest Civs, and I didn't want to do some of the other ones. I wanted to do this one so everyone understands what we're talking about, what's happening, and so on and so forth. The reason why I want to do this kind of voting is that so we can get a feel what people in general think, not at the top level, but people in general, what they feel like, and you know, how hard it is to play. So basically we're gonna see what the community thinks is the hardest and easiest to play, and what I think at the top level. So I'm not gonna guess what you guys think. I'm gonna say what, in my opinion, at the top level is really, really hard to play. So 3, 2, 1, boom, right there. The highest votes is 1 out of 5. That's what you guys voted. English gets D rank, which means it's the easiest Civ to play. Obviously, you can have multiple Civs, by the way, in the same rank. All right? Now, the next Civ. Let's spice it up. Chinese. China has been voted by 52% of you. And this is where things might start to go sideways. Okay, where do you guys rate Rus? We're going with 3 out of 5. Abacid. All right, next one. A lot of haters for this Civ, so I can already see where this Civ is gonna be. But where do you guys rate French? Pretty on point with each other on that one. Next one is HRE. Now this is gonna be a good one. I actually wonder what you guys are gonna say, because a lot of people find HRE incredibly hard. A lot of people are like, yeah, they're okay, but you know, they're not easy, but they're not difficult. Delhi. Poggers in the chat for Delhi. And that leaves Mongols. So we got Chinese currently is the hardest Civ. Delhi second hardest. Rus and HRE. We're gonna do another vote for that. Abbasid, English, and French. Where does the Mongol Civ go? Mongol, you guys rated number 3. Now this is what we're going to do. This is not the end. Hold up, hold up. I want to know what is actually the easiest Civ. So we're gonna do, which Civ is the easiest to play in the game? Is it French or is it English? Let's settle this right now. Pepegas have voted the easiest civilization in Age of Empires 4 is English. Which one is the hardest out of these 3? I'm ending the voting. 3, 2. The next vote is gonna decide it. 74. Boom. Right there. Boom. And you guys are gonna love the way I have marked this. I made it this way so you guys can mold about something in the chat. This is the final list voted by Twitch gamers. Easiest is English, easy is French, mediumist is Abbasid, medium is HRE, meteor, okay, is Mongols, hard is Rus, very hard Delhi, and hardest is Chinese. We have done it. Revote, no revoting, no revoting. Stop the count. Stop the count. This is voted by you guys, and now I'm gonna show you my list. This is very interesting information, by the way. But again, I made my list based on what I think is hardest and easiest to play at a pro level. And you guys are about to be maybe surprised. But here we go. I think the hardest civs in the game to play at a pro level are Chinese and English. The reason for that is everyone can make longbows, but not many people can actually win at a pro level with them. So you need to play insanely well with English. It's very hard to win with English at a pro level. And it's just a really hard civ to pull off, even on the maps where English is good at. I think Mongol, I almost put Mongol as S. I think Mongol is really, really hard to play right now. At a pro level, it's just difficult to play. You gotta be on point, okay? HRE, I think it's gotten easier. I think HRE used to be S in terms of difficulty at a pro level. It used to be so hard to play it, but the difficulty of how many people can play HRE well and how well people at pro level can do it with HRE has definitely gone down a bit. I wouldn't say it's easy to play now, but it has gone down. What changed? It just got buffed over time and other civs got nerfed, and yeah, it's just a lot easier to play these days. I think Rus, see, this is an interesting part. This is why I base this on how hard it is to play for me, because at low leagues, right, what you guys voted for, people can't play Rus, and they rated Rus pretty high. What was it, 3 or 4 out of 5? But at a pro level, everyone can, you know, micro 3 scouts, and everyone can get the deer and get the wolves. So that part is not really hard. What's hard is winning with it. That's why it's I guess it's a different meaning of what difficult is. So at a lower level, some people find civs difficult. They don't even play them right. At a pro level, everyone plays pretty much every civ. It's just about if you can actually do well with it or how hard it is to win. Yeah, and I'll give you an example of that. I think Abbasid is one of the... It's not that complicated. I think Abbasid is just not amazing, but it's not that complicated to play or pull off. And then the easiest civs at a pro level, I would say for sure, are French and Delhi. I think this is part of the reason why you see anyone in the pro scene. Do you know a single player in the pro scene that doesn't play one of these two civs? Everyone plays them. They're very easy to play. Like, honestly, French is probably the easiest civ at a pro level, because going from Pepega League to like super pro level, nothing really changes with French except micro. That's it. Like, there's no different decision making. It's just how well you can micro your knights and how well you can execute your attacks. See, this is the part that I wanted to use an example. Delhi is the best example about what I was talking about earlier. You guys rated Delhi very hard. And most of the time when I talk to people, why do you guys think Delhi is very hard? They say because, for example, every time you age up, you gotta get all the upgrades. You gotta remember to get all the upgrades, right? Then you gotta get the scholars, right? You gotta send them on the map. Then you gotta make walls and stuff like that. At a pro level, no one's like, oh man, I gotta get all the upgrades. People are like, oh fuck yeah, I don't need to think about getting the upgrades later on. I don't need to think about when to upgrade. I just get them all at the same time. It's very easy, right? So that's the difficulty level at a lower league and at a pro level. At a pro level, everyone considers Delhi very easy, sorry, because you just get all the upgrades, you don't think about it. You just queue everything up, and then all your attention can be used similar to French, which is just microing your units. Prelates are not seen at a pro level as this difficult thing to, or scholars, they're not seen as this difficult thing to use. They're seen as like, oh, I can be shit at micro, and they're gonna just heal up my units and keep them alive. That is the reason why I voted like this, because like I said, and I don't mean this to like brag or flex, but most top pro players won't really be able to differentiate, oh, I find this civ really hard to play because it's mechanically hard. It's not. You just play them differently. Everyone can use Imperial Officers, everyone can kill wolves with Rus, everyone can tech to castle with HRE. It's just how difficult it is to pull it off. And that's what I based it on. Once again, this is my list. This is your guys' list. What a beautiful tier list. Thank you. Thank you, Twitch chat, for contributing. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you have any more ideas for tier lists, let me know. Twitch gamers, let's keep going.